So this video is going to be I guess a prep for, try to hype people up a little bit who aren't in Japan, because the DVDs are coming out in about a week and a half or so, on the second Delta movie. Now, this is the official, inner box art for the Blu-ray and DVD set. So I thought I'd use this picture. Although it does kind of have a spoiler there, but I'm not going to talk about spoilers in the video. I just want to talk specifically about, because I've been checking videos about this stuff, and basically people uploaded a whole bunch of videos last year talking about the previews, of course, because they're all outside Japan and they didn't have a chance to go see the movie, unlike me, which I got to see it 3 times. They haven't really posted much else about it, and all of their predictions based, I saw one guy making predictions about what it was all about, and he got 1 right, out of everything he theory crafted about with the trailers. He only got 1 thing right out of 2 full fucking videos. So, but I want to make it clear that even for someone like me, if anybody's watched the review I've put up about the first Delta movie, you'll know I am not a fan of Delta. The TV series is meh. It's not horrible, but it's not great either. There's some points here and there that are okay, but it's a pretty flat series. But, and I want to reiterate this, that I was on the fence about going to see the second movie in the theaters. I was horribly on the fence about it. And this is because I watched the first movie right before, the day before I went to go see it. I stayed awake the entire night thinking about it. Am I going to go see it? Am I going to go see it? Am I going to go see it? And then I just said, okay, fuck it, I'm going to go. And so I went to the movie theater after an all-nighter of wondering about that. I came home and went directly to bed. But after that, it was just, because I had to take the train home, and after I watched that ending, I was wondering if people were going to be staring at me because of certain reasons. Which I'm not going to talk about spoilers. I'm just going to, kind of tease people into this, because in the English-speaking world, nobody's talked about the second Delta movie. I've talked about it ad nauseum in reviews I probably shouldn't have, specifically the Delta TV series and the Delta first movie reviews that I did. But I want to make it clear. I just said I'm not a fan of Delta. Period. I like Mirage. Other than that, because she's a genius. And other than that, whatever. But I want to make it clear that I consider this movie to be the 3rd best thing in Macross ever made. It hits every point that needs to be hit. The only thing I'll give away is that the love triangle with Mirage and Freya and Hayate is thrown out the window, which is extremely good for the story and the characters themselves. Especially, Mirage. Mirage is so good in the second movie. But for someone like me, who said it in a video before that I despise the first Delta movie, I think it's awful, it's the worst thing in Macross. The second Delta movie being the 3rd greatest thing in Macross, behind Macross 2 and Macross Do You Remember Love. And if anybody wants to bash Macross 2, fight me. Because I'll nail you on everything, because I own so much of the source stuff for Macross 2. and I can read it, so haha. But I want it to be understood that this movie changed my entire opinion of Macross Delta. I thought Macross Delta was dead. I thought it, after the TV series was meh, and then I watched the movie and it was even worse. I couldn't imagine how bad that movie could have been. I didn't expect how bad it was going to be. But the second movie is absolutely incredible. It does something that's never been done in Macross before in the way that it was done, okay? So, and I'm not going to say anything more than that, because if I say anything even remotely related to it, people will figure it out, and I'm not going to... This movie isn't a spoiler. This is to tease people, because no one has seen it who can actually speak English, and all of the reviews on YouTube are in Japanese. And I didn't want to do a review of it at the time because I would have, everybody was doing videos about it at that time, all in Japanese and stuff, and I was like, okay, no, I'm not going to get involved in that. But because the DVDs and Blu-rays are coming out, and I'm going to do a live stream on Odysee, so I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm going to live stream it. It has English subtitles built into the disc, so I will be running it off the disc and streaming it from my disc, and streaming it directly into through OBS. So if people want to come and watch, please come. I will start the stream I haven't decided when I'm going to start the stream, because I don't know when the DVD is actually going to, what time it's supposed to arrive. It's supposed to arrive on September 27th. And that's all I know at this point. And because anybody who pre-ordered it through various sites or whatever are able to get it on the 27th rather than the actual day of its release, the 28th. So I will have mine on the 27th, which I'm pretty sure Yodobashi had that written there. So I should have it on the 27th Japan time, because I'm in Japan. And so once I find out what time it's supposed to arrive, then I'm going to set up the stream stuff, and I'll probably start it at maybe 10 minutes early or something like that. I'll talk for about 10 minutes, and then I'll start the stream just so people can come if they want to watch and whatnot. Now, I want to make it clear that this, I haven't decided whether I'm going to actually talk during the movie or let just people watch it and enjoy it for themselves, and then kind of talk a little before and talk a little bit after, and then people can type comments in the chat, and I'll talk to people through that if they want to talk a little bit afterwards about their views of it. And then shortly after that, I will be doing a full review of the entire movie, not with the DVD coming out, and the fact that it does have English subtitles on it, and there's a lot of people who are going to be able to order it through various vendors that, I'll just say don't buy from Bai. They rip you off. I will do a review of the entire movie after it's come out, because I saw it in the movie theaters. I probably should have done a review for it before, or talked about it before, but I didn't. This is just, I want to make it clear that even for someone like me who was completely unsure of whether I should even go and see the movie, after watching it, I consider the third best thing in Macross. This should be the biggest compliment I can give the movie. It hits all the points that need to be hit, okay, for a Macross movie. And it does things that that haven't been done before. Specific events. And yes, I've got into other people's like videos from like a year ago who've done reviews of trailers, and I've been spoiling the shit out of it and saying how fucking wrong they are, because I've seen the movie, just because I feel like being an asshole. I don't know. But I just want it to be clear that if you come in, even if you don't come and watch the live stream I do on Odysee or wherever it is, well, it'll be Odysee, but if you get a chance to watch it, whatever way you get to watch it, whether it's legal or otherwise, you will, even if you're not a fan of Delta, if you couldn't give two shits about Delta, you couldn't care whatsoever, this movie will change your mind. It changed mine. It completely changed mine. If it wasn't for this movie, I'd still hate Delta. This movie changes everything. Like, literally changes everything. So, you know, I want people to understand that. And I have mentioned a few things from the 5-minute little spoiler trailer that they did have on Macross channel. Now, like, people are mirroring it because Macross channel took it down. I want, if people get a chance to watch that, and, you know, even if they don't understand Japanese, at least watch that first part of it. That will, it'll get you hyped for it. I watched that thing, I watched that 5-minute little trailer thing, because I went to the movie theater a month after it came out. So I was way late to the game with going to see it. I didn't know it was coming out. Like, I didn't even know about it till much later. And I was like, should I go? Should I go? Okay, I'll go. And then I ended up going 3 times in 3 days. So, I wanted to be clear that this movie is incredible. And I hope people come to watch it on my Odysee channel. I will post a link to my Odysee channel in the description and in a pinned comment, just in case. Because if you watch it, you'll understand why I say it's the 3rd best thing in Macross. Like, nothing's gonna beat really Do Remember Love or Macross 2. Those are the 2 greatest things in Macross. Period. End of story. Don't even argue with me. But the fact that as much as I like Macross 7, as much as I like other things in Macross, like Zero, this did more than that, and it did everything right. It did everything that the first movie didn't. It had perfect timing with the music. I don't like the opening sequence on Windermere. This isn't a spoiler because it's in the 5-minute teaser trailer. It, like, the song that they, like, their concert at Windermere starts, like, right as they cut off the trailer. So this is not a spoiler. That first concert sequence is stupid. I don't like that at all, but, you know, because it just reeks of, you know, like, we're just gonna make a music video out of this. Nah. I don't. And the same thing happened in the first Delta movie with the song Change. It happened in Macross Frontier like crazy. Like, even in Do You Remember Love, there was a short concert scene with Minmei, where she was singing Watashi no Kare wa Pairoto, and then she sang Shao Pairon right after that. But it was like one quick thing, and then after that there really wasn't any concert of Minmei until the very end when she's singing Do You Remember Love, and, you know, the last battle happens. And that's not really a concert. There's a reason why she's singing. That kind of thing, though, is, yes, it's been in Macross, but it's always been done in a more tactful way. And since Frontier, they've done it in a really like in your face kind of way, and Delta's no exception with that. And the second Delta movie has that opening song sequence that's just awful. Now later, when they use the songs within the context of what's happening in the movie and stuff like that, it's extremely well done. I just, I don't like that blatant pandering stuff. So that just says, look at us, we're trying to sell a CD and all that. So that's why I don't like that opening concert sequence. But everything other than that is just top-notch perfection for Macross. So this is just a little, me trying to get people interested, because no one else is talking about it, because no one else has watched it. And I may watch it once before I stream it, because I need to create some immunity to the ending. I watched that ending 3 times, and I, the same with Do You Remember Love? Do You Remember Love, I mentioned in my review that I cannot watch that movie without crying like a baby. This is the same thing, and the same thing with Macross too. So, I'll leave it at that for what I'm going to say about how I feel about it. So I may watch it once just to get, a little bit of immunity to, my, feelings. So during the stream, if people want me to talk during the stream, I can talk. If not, I don't have to. But if they want me to talk during the movie, while I'm streaming it, then I can do that. And I need to create a little bit of immunity, because when people are watching the ending, it's going to be hard for me to talk. So I think I need a little bit of immunity to it. So I might watch it one time through before that. But just because I can watch, I've been wanting to watch this movie over and over and over again for quite a while. So because I want to look at all the little the short scenes, the one scene shot stuff that you couldn't get a real view of during the movie because you can't pause it in a movie theater. So I want to be able to, dissect a lot of it. So I've been wanting to watch the movie, over and over and over again for quite a while. So I think I'll watch it once before the stream, and then I will stream it, and then I'll do my review of it after the stream is over, while everything's still fresh in my mind, and I can explain every little detail as best as I can. And then we'll go. I'll upload that video as soon as it's done recording. But I hope people do want to come and watch it with me on my stream. And I hope that people enjoy it as much as I did, and as much as I do. What I'm going to do is, after the actual review of this movie alone, I'm going to do another review after that. And this is going to be basically a battle between Do You Remember Love, Macross 2, and the second Delta movie. I plan on doing a video that kind of goes over why do I put this movie, let's say, why do I put Delta in its position, why do I put Do You Remember Love in its position, why do I put Macross 2 there, and I'm going to watch all 3 in a row. So I'm going to do a one day, boom, 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 boom thing, watch all 3 in a row, and then do a kind of, I don't want to say review, but I guess I mentioned earlier, a battle, which one I think is better after watching all 3 in a row, or how I would rank them in order. So I think people would get a kick out of that a little bit, just because I'd be comparing my 3 favorite Macross things, period, against each other. So it's going to be a very hard video for me to make because I like all of them. And I will, of course, talk about their weak points as well, which I just mentioned. Delta's that first opening concert sequence with Watakure, which I just despise. But like I'll say, okay, this particular part in, let's say, Do You Remember Love I don't like, or this particular part in Macross 2 I don't like, or something. I'll try to be fair across all 3, and then I'll explain, how I'm going to rank them, kind of thing. I think that would be an interesting video to make. So, but I want to just make this, tell everybody about the stream I'm going to do, like in a visual stream announcement. I will be doing more videos regarding that as soon as I find out when when my DVDs are going to arrive, when they've shipped. I'll do one video to describe, okay, it's shipping tomorrow, it's going to arrive tomorrow, I will be doing the stream tomorrow. I will post another video after that saying, okay, the stream is at this time, please come, with a link, because I'll set up the link beforehand. So I want people to be able to have fair warning, because I have to deal with, the time difference with Japan, me being in Japan and it being, +9 Greenwich Mean Time, whatever. So I have to kind of see what's the best time for everybody to come out and watch it. So we'll see. But I will post 2 more videos regarding that. I'll say, okay, tomorrow the DVD's coming. I've set up the link. Please, sub to my Odysee channel. Go to that video link. Keep an eye on that. That's where the stream is going to be. And we'll go from there. So that's all I want to say about this. I hope that, like I said earlier, I hope that people enjoy it as much as I do, because this movie is the best thing that's come out of Macross probably since 7, and possibly since 2, because, nothing's going to be Do You Remember Love 2 in my eyes, but it's, I think, probably, for various reasons, the best Macross in the 21st century. Because there's been 3 series. There have been Zero, Frontier, and Delta, and I think the second Delta movie has been the best out of everything. Of course, you need Zero to have Delta to begin with, but, I do love Zero. I really do like Zero. But this is just on a different level. For so many reasons. I want people to be aware of that. I didn't want to spoil anything, because, I want people to come and, come to my stream and watch it with me and stuff like that. So, that's why I'm doing it in this way. I hope that people will enjoy it, and I hope that people come and watch it with me. So, that'll be all for this video, and I probably won't do another video about this until the DVD arrives. I don't think I'm going to do any reviews until after this one, because I want to get this one out of the way first, and then I'm going to do 2 and other stuff, and the Frontier movies, but I just want people to be aware. There will be a couple more videos coming out. There will be announcements of when I'll be getting my DVD, so that people can come and watch, and I'll set up everything, and then I'll get another video up that'll explain, link to the stream, so people can come and watch. So there'll be 2 more videos regarding this, but I wanted to get this out because nobody's talked about Macross Delta for a year in the English-speaking world, so I wanted to come out and talk about a little bit. So that'll be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one.